Welcome to Daily Bible Benefits. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd. On this day in 1954, Hank Aaron knocks out the first home run of his Major League Baseball career. Today on the podcast, I'll be talking about Paul's vision in his thorn, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 1 through 10. It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory. I will come to vision and revelation of the Lord. I knew a man in Christ about 14 years ago. Whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth. Such a one caught up to the third heaven, and I knew such a man, whether in body or out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth. How that he was caught up into paradise, and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter. Of such a one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool, for I will say the truth. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seemeth me to be, or that he heareth of me, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities, and persecution and distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. A gracious reproof. John Wesley once had for a fellow passenger in a coach an officer who was intelligent and agreeable in conversation, but there was one serious drawback: his profanity. When they changed vehicles, Wesley took the officer aside, and after expressing the pleasure he had enjoyed in his company, said he had a great favor to ask him. The young officer replied, I will take great pleasure in obligating you, for I am sure you will not make an unreasonable request. Then said Wesley, as we have to travel together some distance, I beg that if I should forget myself and swear, you would kindly reprove me. The officer immediately saw the motive, felt the force of the request, and smiling said, None but Mr. Wesley could have conceived a reproof in such a manner. It worked like a charm. Thank you for tuning in to Daily Bible Benefits. Have a good and godly day.